Hey guys, well, it is about to get cold outside over these next few days here, and so I'm bundled up, ready to go. But as the cold weather sets in and the busy time of year sets in, we often see our kids fall into this kind of pattern of not participating in group. And so be ready over these next few weeks, even into January, February, to see some kids that may just fall out for a while. We can try to connect with them and encourage them as we see them around town to continue to keep coming, and hopefully we won't see that this year, but sometimes that's the tendency for kids. They're just like us as adults. They don't want to get outside when it's cold because it's cold, and everyone hates that. People who say that they like the cold are lying, because they are. That's just how it is, so get over it. If you like the cold, you're wrong. Now, this week we finished up our Death to Selfie series on Sunday night, and so I tried to do a video last week, but it wouldn't post, so I'm going to try to get it to work this week, so hopefully this one posts. But we finished up Death to Selfie, and with that means this next week we're actually going to do a one-off night, just a single topic that we're going to focus on this week. I haven't decided exactly what that's going to be. It probably will have something to do with Christmas. But I don't want to overdo that since we're doing that in Sunday school as well. But we're going to probably dive into some things about Christmas. But then on the 18th, Sunday the 18th, we're going to do an all-youth middle school and high school Christmas party here at the Annex. That day before we have our Christmas caroling event, so that we're going to go around caroling and have a soup supper. And then that next morning is the children's Christmas program at the church. And so that evening, starting at 7 o'clock, from 7 to 8:30, we're going to have a Christmas party here. Crazy games. We're going to have an ugly sweater contest, so you guys get dressed up for that. Make it crazy. Try to get the kids pumped up about it over these next few weeks as we get them ready for that. But after that, we're not gonna have a youth group the next week because it will be on Christmas. And so after that, we are probably gonna be doing a New Year's Eve party. I haven't decided yet if we're gonna do just a 6 to midnight thing for the whole church, or if we're gonna do a full overnighter for the youth. That is not something I'm gonna require you to be at because of the holidays and things. But if you're around and go, yeah, I'm up for that, I want to be part of that, I'll let you know more details as that time comes up. Other than that, middle school, we are still continuing in questionable. We're going to get in the second half of our relationship questions here. This time we're going to try to bust through them quicker because we already established kind of a base for relationship understanding. And this time we're going to be looking much more at, so as a believer, how do I handle this? And as a person, how do I handle this? And how do I put that together to do what is right? And how do I start functioning in my relationships with people well, whether that's dating, family, or friendships, or even with your enemies? How do I handle these things correctly? So we're going to try to answer those questions quickly, and there will be opportunity for small groups tomorrow night for Wednesday night with the middle schoolers. I thank you guys for all that you've done to help over this last 6 months here, that a lot of you guys have been diving in, and some of you guys over the last 4 years. It's incredible what you guys do to help with us, and so we appreciate it so much. Now, one of the big things coming up here, I need to know from you guys. There'll be some questions below of things like, what's your shirt size? Are you a coffee drinker? Those kind of things. You don't need to know why I'm asking that. Just answer it for me, please. It's a survey that I'm taking that doesn't really matter to you at this time. So I just need you to answer those. No questions asked, just my questions asked, your questions not asked. There we go. That'll work. My questions asked and answered, your questions just stay inside, okay? Trap them in. Keep them inside with all your feelings about how you love cold weather, because we don't want to hear it. Nobody wants to hear it. Nobody cares. Okay, so that's just how it is, okay? All right? You know, I know it may seem really harsh, but it's the truth. So, whatever. So, now I'm lost because I was too sassy. But one of the things also coming up here, we've got our winter retreat. The dates were changed. Instead of being the 10th through the 13th of February, now it is actually the 17th through the 20th. It's the next weekend. Our kids still have the Monday off of school, so that's really helpful. But if that changes things for you on whether or not you can come, please let me know. The 17th through the 20th of February. It'll be a great time if you want to expand what it is to be a leader and start to understand that even more and build a bond with some of these kids. Seriously, that is a great event to come to, and you can really grow in your leadership skills in that, especially for youth ministry leadership. Also then after that, a month later, March 24th and 25th, we have our Dare to Share event. This is the last year of the Dare to Share conference, and this year I only want to take my leaders with me. For that, I want to take our youth and youth leaders. I don't want to take parent drivers this time because I want the kids to be with people that they're going to have a bond in ministry with when they come back. I would love for families to be doing that, but I want them to bond with kids I want the kids to bond with leaders that they're going to be working with week in, week out on these topics, on these things. And so I'd really like to take some of you guys with us, some drivers and some just people that are willing to come in and walk with these kids in this time of ministry that is really actually intense and hard for a lot of them to do. So that's coming up. Please let me know on those 2 events if you can go, because I need to start planning them now and get kids paying for them now and get it all going now. And I got to know how many kids I can take, all those kind of things. So just let me know if you're available for those and willing to do that. Answer the questions below, and I think that is it for this week. Actually, hey, next Sunday, this coming Sunday, actually now, I'd really like to have our youth leader meeting. If we can do that, we're going to do a 1 meeting, cover 1 session, and count it for both November and December this time because of the holidays. It's been crazy. My schedule's been one of the craziest to try to keep up with on these things. So if that works for you, please let me know as soon as possible. If you can let me know that as soon as you see this video, that would be the greatest. Then we can move forward from that and make a decision on whether or not we can do it. But pick out what kind of soup or whatever you want made this week for that, and I will make it or try my best to make it depending on what it is. But we'll work hard to get it done, and I'd love to have you guys for that. A great time of encouragement. We'll bring in Carly this time too. Carly, if you're available, we'd love to have you. But Carly jumping in on that and getting to see part of it, kind of hopefully I can keep my mouth shut long enough to let you guys kind of share, and then we can grow together as a group so that we can get this stuff figured out and moving forward even more in our ministry here. So thank you guys for all that you do. I appreciate you guys. Let me know if there's any way I can serve you or care for you or help you out with something this week, and I'm around for that. So just let me know. I'll can't wait to work with you guys this week.